listeners, you may not be aware of this, but the lads have a third topic of sorts. I guess this will technically count as a fourth topic.
You're bad at numbers.
Technically?
That's not the only thing you're bad at. Anyway, so most of the time when it comes to lads discuss Death Battle, we like to talk about certain subjects, maybe controversies. Me English good.
You English very good. Very good.
But one of the...
It's good in the English.
So one of the topics that we've kind of danced around for a while, but now we're finally discussing, why not talk about it for the crossover, so we can get more insight on this. And that is themed seasons of Death Battle, which I didn't see it talked about a lot, but over the few years, I have started to see a bit of a rise in people demanding themed seasons. And I'm just going to say out the bat, I hate this idea. I actually hate it.
Themed how?
Right, so here's the thing.
How do you give me an example of a theme?
Well, there are two themes that I do kind of like. Actually, no, I'll say three.
Okay.
So, one of them, impactful themed. So, fights that have a big impact on either anything.
Already
Society,
done that.
fiction, Death Battle as a whole, and yeah, they've already done that. It's like, I'm down for that, because there's more variety in that. Animation themed, it's like, okay, I can kind of see that. Anime, cartoon, puppeteering, there's a lot you could do there.
That one I agree with. I actually would like a theme season around that, but I'll say that for later.
So, like, those sort of things are alright. I'm kind of meh on this one. Like, this one I don't hate, but I'm kind of meh on it. Video game themed, which I won't deny it. Video games have kind of been shafted over the years. It's no secret.
They really have.
Especially if it's
we really need more video game refs.
Consider if a
There's no
Death Battle
excuse. We
started,
need more video game.
Yeah, like Death Battle was always going to be more about video games. From when, if you saw like a lot of early episodes, it did seem like it was trying to heavily go towards more video games over other stuff. But now it seems to have completely switch around. Video games are kind of either the filler, or I don't want to say filler because there are some episodes that might not be popular, but I think are good. But yeah, video games just really don't get that much appreciation. But thankfully, after the latest reveal, I'm excited to say like maybe that's changing. But yeah, so I'm a bit mad at it. The only thing I'm mad about, what does that mean for like animation and stuff like that? So like, are we not going to have comic book characters and we're not going to have anime characters? That sort of thing. Don't get me wrong, I would like to that if they focused on video games like Fire Emblems. I think that's a game series that needs to get into Death Battle eventually.
Absolutely.
And even the PlayStation mascots that I think kind of get shafted as well. Like, what was this one game years ago? You had to catch like these monkeys. What was that called again?
Ape Escape.
Yes, Ape Escape. Go with more obscure video games like that. Like, I don't remember the last time we've had. I don't remember the last time we've had a video game Death Battle with like an obscure character, like something like Ratchet and Clank versus Jak and Daxter, or Bomberman versus ZDogg. I want more stuff like that. But then,
I've been down. Like,
but does that mean what?
So what you're saying is we need Spike versus Diddy Kong.
Yes.
I
Yes.
ironically think that'd be funny.
Do you know what? I never even considered that fight until you mentioned it.
Give me Spike versus II from Super Monkey Ball.
Or that. Or that.
Catch the monkey. Catch the funny monkey.
I do want Super Monkey Ball and Death Battle. That'd be fun.
Yeah, so basically just Spike, Diddy Kong, and I, and any of the three fight each other.
Oh my god.
At this rate.
Monkey, so we can make monkey memes.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
Monkey.
I mean,
Monkey.
Okay, if I may give my little spiel on this whole thing.
Actually, before you do that,
I know there are a lot of videos.
The ones I don't like, then we'll actually get into the topic. Because this is the part which I've been seeing a lot, which I'm like, I don't like these ideas. So,
go for it.
One of them is live action themed fights. So stuff like Walter White versus Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead. I was actually surprised that was a popular matchup.
That's not
they do not have the budget for that.
But not only that. I mean, it just means like just things that are in live action. Even Lord of the Rings wouldn't count because it was more books, and there's also been animated stuff about that. But I'm just like, does that mean we won't get someone like Aragorn in Death Battle? Even though I really want him. But it also means like we might not have characters like the Witcher series or stuff like that. But it just means like a lot of just live action stuff. Like I will say, you could maybe have a bit of fun with that. Like you can have like Din Djarin from Mandalorian, because that started off as live action, but at the same time, live action I feel like is very restrictive when it comes to a lot of the creativity. Because there are some characters you can get away with, like Nightwing versus Daredevil, because yeah, they're very grounded in. I mean, sometimes they fight with the Justice League and Avengers, but when you see their comic books, you get an idea they're Street Fighters, so you can get away with that. But and I'm not really a big fan of this. The other one, which 1 Minute Melee is guild for this, Dragon Ball just themed. And
fuck off.
Marvel.
Series themed seasons need to die in a fire.
Well, the other one is just a whole season dedicated to just Marvel versus DC, and the last one memed. I don't think anything needs to be said about the last one. That idea is shit.
Problem with some of those is that
You know what? I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go and take that idea.
Oh, I think he's actually being
say,
serious. I think he's going to take shit.
No, I just muted myself. That's a joke.
Okay. I like
will
that.
say, like, the big problem with this is that it restricts a lot of creativity, I feel like.
Yeah, especially for Dragon Ball. Like, look, say what you will about Dragon Ball, but a lot of their characters are kind of samey. It's like they are.
You.
I mean in terms of fights.
We're good.
I mean, I agree with you.
They're flying bricks that shoot lasers. Congrats.
I will say, I agree with you.
Talking about the shockwave feats 16 times in a row. Let's go.
That's also another downside, is that you hear the same exact math over and over again.
It will get so repetitive, like, because I kind of brought this up in my live stream last time. You know, when you constantly repeat, like, I mean the SpongeBob live stream, not the Lads Discuss Death, in case you're confused. When you bring up like the same topic so frequently, it just becomes mellow at that point. There's no spice to it. It's just annoying. And some shows are guilty of this, of just spamming same franchises in a row to the point. Where's the excitement when that franchise eventually gets in? And not only that, you've kind of ruined it when they come in for the next. Let's say they did a whole theme of Dragon Ball fights. I was like, okay, we did a whole season of that. But then next season, we get another Dragon Ball fight. I think people will kind of be like, oh, why? You had a whole season dedicated to it. And if something's trending for Dragon Ball...
They're even...
even
right now, I was going to say it. Right now, people are already trying to, like, make sure we don't get a Dragon Ball fight this season. We had last season.
Why are people complaining about that now? Dragon Ball's only had, 12 episodes total in the 170 plus span?
Okay, but
who knows?
This is my other issue with it. So this one I don't like, Marvel versus DC. Now, I've been very open. I like Marvel versus DC fights. I do not complain about them. But just like having a tikka masala, I love that food. But if I was to have that every single day in a row, I'm just going to say, can I have something different? But not only that, if you're doing all this...
You might as well just glue your ass to the toilet in that case.
Listen, tikka masala is worth the 2 hours on the toilet.
Oh, God.
Is it worth it every single day, though?
No, it's really not.
I didn't need to hear
On the
that.
plus side, I'll look skinny. I'll be like, hey guys, I lost weight.
Oh, God.
No, you're a toothpick.
Your mama's a toothpick.
You're so thin. How do you do it? I shit out my body weight every day.
Okay, this talk. Okay, now the talk's. It's kind of.
This conversation's getting weird.
Yeah. Okay. Enough toilet humor. So, but the thing. So my main point about it is that I love Marvel vs DC, but then similar to the Dragon Ball thing, what happens when we get a Marvel? Because here's the thing, with Marvel and DC with their whole cinematic universes, one of them which I think is going to get rebooted again.
So it's just like the comics.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I guess. And people say DC movies aren't accurate to the comics. But the thing is that if a movie's coming out like, I don't know, Wonder Woman 3, Shazam 3, or, a new Justice League movie, are Death Battle not going to capitalize on it? Plus, we're working for Warner Bros., just like with Black Adam. Warner Bros. Are going to be like, hey, could you maybe do a DC character for this upcoming movie they're going to be in? So, it's like, well, we did a whole season dedicated to Marvel and DC. It's like... And, and there's no surprise then, like... Especially, there's a lot of Marvel and DC matchups that are highly requested, that people want to see debated.
And they're also as easy to come up with as water.
Yeah, and not that, if you dedicate a whole season to it, do you know how many characters Marvel and DC have? Like,
Too many.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yes.
Nice.
Well played, ZDogg. Well played. You don't get killed first.
Thank you.
Yet.
Yay!
Out.
Finally. Anyway.
But yeah, and that also just ruins the surprise when, because you're not going to be hyped for the next one, because unless they're going to do something big, like the whole theme is all these, and then the finale is like Avengers versus Justice League, which that needs to happen for like the final season of Death Battle.
That's gonna happen at some point.
Yeah.
Probably.
It will be chaotic, and it will probably drain out all of Rooster Teeth's money to the point they're just a rooster, and just gums, rooster
They want
gums.
the teeth. Oh no.
They had to
Just so
sell
no,
the
they would
teeth.
No, they would sell the rooster, and that just become teeth.
Not the rooster, but he laid the
no.
foundation.
Yeah.
Roosters don't lay
Yeah.
eggs.
Don't ruin the
Ironically,
joke,
I am
mate.
wearing an old school. Ironically, I am wearing an old school Rooster Teeth shirt.
Mate, Steve the elephant is looking at your position. That's all I'm saying.
I'm wearing
I
a
get what
Ruby
you're
shirt.
I get what you're trying to say, though. Like, it definitely feels like if we were to do that, then the next time we just feel like, yay,
But not only
I'm
that.
gonna go back on Twitter.
Yeah, but not only that. I just don't like the idea of themed seasons because. Okay, let me rephrase that because that's kind of bullshit, and I kind of look like a hypocrite to give my last thing. Theme seasons can work depending on the theme. Like I said, animation theme, phenomenal. You could do so much with that, stop motion and everything like that. Impactful, again, that could do it. But then when you have like just, oh, we're just going to do a whole year dedicated to this franchise, it's like, but it's not going to be.
I would get so bored so fast.
Because the reveals
Yeah,
then would be ruined.
I don't like. Yeah, exactly. Like what? Like I mean, maybe for the other character, like oh boy, another Marvel character in a Marvel season. Who could have guessed?
At that point, they should just
Whoa.
they should just reveal the whole list of the Marvel characters that are going to get in, and just have people guess who the opponents are going to be. So at least that would be entertaining. But the other thing as well is that what makes Death Battle great was because here's the thing: I feel like the next times don't get talked about as much when it comes to like the excitement they bring. Hence why there's so many fan trailers made of next times, because the next times is always that big like I think those always get the big reactions from people as well when a new Death Battle's out.
Yeah.
Because
Definitely.
SpongeBob versus Aquaman, how many people were just like, what? No way!
Me.
A lot.
And
Raise his hand.
however, I will say this: if they did a DC themed season, I don't think that episode would have gotten as many surprises. Because people will be surprised
it's
at
still
SpongeBob,
would've-
but it's like,
Well, I mean, it was also Super Friends, so I'm like,
yeah, but at the same
so
time,
it's still.
we just didn't expect to see that after the last episode.
I think what Bill was trying to say is that if it was all DC characters, you know the next time's going to be a DC character. Even if it's someone as iconic as SpongeBob, it wouldn't have had that same shock value as when it got
Exactly.
revealed when...
And not only that, the episode that got revealed after that episode, Michael Myers versus Jason. Like, how do you go from kid-friendly fight to slashers and murder, mutilation? Like, there's that, like, oh, wow, we're getting this next episode. Whereas, if it was just DC...
What a tone shift.
Yeah.
Funny because when I uploaded the podcast for that, when we were talking about that episode, I tweeted out basically saying it's like, man, I never thought, never in my life did I think I would have to make a thumbnail that there's SpongeBob, Jason Voorhees, and Michael Myers in the same thumbnail.
One of these
Gosh.
things just doesn't belong here. Correct
Free
answers, everyone.
Yeah.
But that excitement...
It's
just kind
Jason
of
because they
ruined.
don't have a kitchen appliance.
Yeah, it's just, I feel like that excitement of the next time is just now ruined. Now, I will say,
I heard
you
that.
can
That's
get... You can get creative, because Marvel and DC have, like, different theme heroes. There's gritty ones, child-friendly ones, and horror ones. So, I would like to see a horror Marvel versus DC fight. I feel like Swamp Thing and Man Thing, they're totally not rip-offs of one another. But that being a Halloween episode, it's like, it's a Marvel versus DC and Halloween. I like that. But if it's in a whole season just dedicated to those fights, it's not special. Where's the speciality of it? It's just another Marvel and DC fight in a season dedicated to those fights. Whereas if we didn't have
Sure.
if we had like 3 episodes in a row that weren't Marvel vs. DC, and then you're thinking, what's the Halloween gonna be? And it's a Marvel vs. DC fight. It's like, oh, I didn't think of that.
Like the Batman Who Laughs would be in the Halloween special if that was the case.
Oh, that would. I'm still
Oh,
unsure
boy.
who I want. I'm unsure who I want that character to fight. I love Batman Who Laughs.
Can I just say no one?
How
Fair.
about an FUCU? But
Yes.
thank you for ZDogg.
N-O space U.
I said that. I said that. I know how to spell. Me big brain. Bill big
Oh,
smart.
I spelled no U.
Oh, did oh.
Yeah.
Well, I just made myself look dumb.
Yep.
Good.
That's normal for lads, let's be honest.
Oh, that's true. If someone's not being dumb on the podcast, something's wrong. One of us is a scroll. But
There's an imposter among us. I'm sorry.
God damn it!
Sorry. I saw the opportunity and I took it.
Ouch.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I'll give it my kind of opinion as, but so bros, what's your opinion about the theme seasons?
All right.
Theme season,
well,
aka hell no.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's my thing. Because I feel like I've been more like I don't think it should actually like ever happen. Like especially not like a single series one. Like because of obviously what you said. But like I think just I don't know. Just the videos I've seen about it. Like in like just doing a what if video on it is fine. But I don't think it should ever go into effect unless it's like you said like a like I don't know like an animation or like an indie game season where like you know you like it's just one theme but like you can do a lot of variety within that one theme. So like like for example for indie games like you could do like I don't know like do like a roguelike like I don't know like what's a roguelike like
Dead
versus
Cells?
Hollow Knight versus or versus the Night or a Dead Cells fight or like I don't know, like do like a Hat in Time. Like
Or even,
there's like
like-
a bunch of different facets you could go, like a bunch of different routes you can go on within like an indie game season without like making it feel the same.
Are you saying they could
basically.
even do
And, like-
Among Us?
Yes, you could do Among Us.
What you people,
Let's go.
what you people watching don't know is that ZDogg is fighting every urge in his body to not say Skullgirls.
Oh,
I mean, yeah,
no.
I mean, I don't want to be too obvious, okay? But yes, cool girls do it anyway. Listen, I
Wait,
try. I
ZDogg,
try.
you're a
Okay, I try to hold
Skullgirls
that.
fan? I never knew.
Yeah, I know. I haven't really talked about
Just
it.
like
or
your
made a
anime
video
with
on it.
Ruby, you're really subtle about it.
very, very subtle about it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Just do winter.
just a casual fan.
Just do Winter versus Parasol. Just get Pamper Choice.
Yeah, there you go. Get both. Best of both worlds. There you go.
Kill two birds with one stone. But anyway, going back to
hold on.
it,
I just hit myself in the nuts. I was playing around with my pork dog, so I was gonna let ZDogg have the moment. I was spinning it, but its eyes are made of marbles,
Thanks,
and I dropped it and it just headbutted my nuts. Why did I choose?
Thank you, Gareth.
Parasol just reached for the screen and whacked Bill in the nuts.
Oh, I chose the wrong day to wear boxers and no pants.
Oh Lord.
But no, I
Anyway.
get what ZDogg's
Yes,
trying to
I
say.
need to know that.
So yeah,
Yeah.
ZDogg, continue. I just thought I would leave a little funny in for people to laugh at my
I mean,
misery.
I mean, I don't know. I'd be intrigued if Death Battle were to do it, but like, I don't think it should. Like maybe for like a DBX season, like do a themed DBX season, that would be better, especially nowadays since the seasons are shorter. But like, going for a full Death Battle season with like a theme, I think would be a bad idea because basically kind of like a lot of people had with like Gogeta versus Vegito as the finale. Like you're just alienating anyone who's not a fan of Dragon Ball, and like any other theme season, you would probably be alienating anyone who's not a fan of like Marvel or DC or indie games or
Yeah, if you don't like Marvel or
cartoons,
DC,
like-
are you gonna spend your whole year
fuck you,
watching
I guess.
Death Battle?
Sorry.
I think also,
Exactly.
you know, when they make themes that's ironic, like remember in season 7 when the ironic theme was "fuck your lunch," that stuff, that's fine because that was unironically a theme.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Oh yeah.
With stuff like that, then I
Yeah.
feel like, you know, it works a lot better.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's like a joke and a meme, like, because it was unintentional. They just saw those were good ways to set up the fight.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whenever it's like one specific franchise for 16 episodes or 16 plus
Ugh.
episodes, if they get a sponsorship, yeah, exactly. Rape just put it the best way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
That being said, I do like to see the videos about it, like, because, you know, it's hypothetical. Like, it's just like a what if this were to happen. Like, because I don't think videos on the topic are a problem. It's just like if you were to actually do it. Because I don't know if there's anyone out there specifically asking for these. It's just like, hey, what? Like, I'm gonna challenge myself, do this.
I can't remember who it was. I think you guys are still in the battle mode Discord server. There was this one
I'm not.
guy. I'm not gonna name, so I don't like naming people. But, if you name it, I'm just gonna censor him. Just saying, because I don't want them to get.
Phil, you know me. I make up names for everybody.
Oh yeah, Sean. So what's the name of this random person we're gonna mock?
Shall call him Jorg.
No, this is a Sean
Jorg.
thing.
Sure.
Okay, never mind. I guess
No,
we're good.
Jorg is funny. I like Jorg.
All right.
George.
Jorg Fiesenstein. So Jorg Fiesenstein was someone who said Death Battle should do a themed season, and at first I was thinking, okay, sure. What's the themed season? Marvel versus DC, and I was like, oh, fuck off. Well, another one was just
Yeah,
anime
I mean-
themed. It's like, yeah, I love anime. Doesn't, and I know anime
okay,
has
I
a
think,
lot of variety,
like,
but
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what I'm trying. Like, if they were to decide to do, and I think a theme like anime is better than a theme like Marvel or versus DC. Like, because, you know, anime, more variety. Like, you could do, like, you know, like, you could, there's a lot of different anime you could use. My Hero Academia, Death Note, Dragon Ball, I don't know, some sports, and I'm sure there's some sports anime you could use. I don't freaking know.
We could technically get Pokemon in there as well.
Yeah,
we have
like
Yaoi on
Technically, yeah.
Ice versus Yuri.
Yeah, but anime. You
Sure,
know,
why not?
broad-
If you
anime
don't know,
being,
those
like,
are
a
just-
broad statement.
Those are just comedy shows with LGBT characters. That's the theme of the shows.
It's just like the
Male
anime
gaze
idea,
versus
you know,
girl
it's broad.
gaze.
The anime idea would be a broad aspect, but if they were like, no, specifically like shonen anime, that feels more restrictive.
Yeah, exactly.
Permission to speak.
No.
Sure.
Hey, he
I was
hasn't
about
said
to
a
say
word.
that.
That was.
Hey, he hasn't said a single word this topic.
That is true.
Yeah,
All right.
I wanted to let Bill and ZDogg, because they've had some great insights. My whole take is, I think you can do a themed season. However, there has to be some level of restraint, because if you go too far with it, obviously, like the aforementioned Marvel versus DC, or let's say they decided to do a 1 minute melee and say, hey, we're going to do a Dragon Ball season. And then you find out, hey, 1 minute melee, where's your Dragon Ball season? Oh, we went bankrupt. What could it be because you wanted to do Dragon Ball? No, totally.
That's just decided. I never
you
considered
need-
the budget. Like, if they did go
Yeah,
like
no,
a live action themed, goodbye Death Battle.
Yeah, no, because, okay, even that, there needs to be some level of restraint. And you need to know, okay, we can make it work and we can make it feasible, but we need to set a boundary here. So the best idea I could come up with in my reasoning for why I think a theme season could work is if you know what has variety. Because the best compromise I could come up with for them if they were to do a theme season is just do cartoon and anime for theme season, because cartoons and anime, both Western and Eastern, have tons of variety. Everybody loves watching cartoons and anime. It's a fact. Everybody loves video games. You wouldn't be alienating the common man, because the common man, like me, watches Ruby. The common man, like me, watches Scooby-Doo. It's just a fact. So we can make it work, but we just have to tell ourselves, okay, how? What do we do? because if we just have it be episode after episode after episode, there will be a genuine surprise on what could be coming. But then after that, you're just like, I kind of want I kind of don't want a cartoon fight. I never thought I would say this. I want a Marvel versus DC fight, or I want a video game fight, or fuck, I'll take a Disney musical battle royale. Anything but another cartoon fight.
Plus, going back to your point on the whole budget thing, and that'll just show great variety. On the one hand, you can have like mechs, like a mech robot fight in one episode, and then the next episode slow it down with a little bit of a sword fight for budget reasons.
Yeah,
because
I think that's what we were kind of saying. Like, animation has just so many opportunities where if you just stuck to one franchise, it's going to get tiresome.
Yeah, no, you need to do different franchises. You need to experiment. So that way, whenever we get a Sprite, 3D, 2D, hand-drawn, and I don't know, maybe potentially, let's just say if they decided to throw in Wallace and Gromit in there, by the way, holy shit, would that be fucking awesome?
I would love
if
that.
we could have stop motion.
Gromit,
but so that
we're going
way,
to fight to the death.
we're going to we have variety at our disposal. My thing too would be, here's how we could take the budget into consideration. Don't have it be a full 16 episode. Reduce the number of episodes. Have it be 12 episodes. That way you can allocate and control your budget. You know what to give to what, because you know, okay, this is going to be worth it. This is where the money must go above all else, but that doesn't mean we're not going to just skim out on the other fight too. I do agree though with Bill, if they did a live action themed season, they would have to reach out to somebody that isn't Ismahawk. They would have to go to somebody like Bat in the Sun, who, by the way, Bat in the Sun, they spend over 140 to 200 grand on their fights, and they have the funds that Death Battle doesn't have. So I think live action fights are just out of the realm of possibility for a whole season.
Wait, here's an idea.
It just can't be done.
Here's an idea. Krubby, many years ago, did a parody of one of their Ruby openings, and it was just low budget. That's how they do it. they do Yang versus Tifa.
I remember that.
They do Yang versus Tifa rematch, but it's just Barbara and Tara Strong in the outfits. Bam, budget solved.
To go back to what somebody said earlier. To go back to what somebody said earlier, when Gogeta versus Vegeta was announced as the season finale, yeah, that was very alienating to the common person, because unfortunately, the common person doesn't watch Dragon Ball Z. Hell, they've never even seen a fucking anime in their life.
That's a fucking lie. If you're on the internet, you've seen Dragon Ball. That's a fact.
Hi, I exist.
But see, that's the
everyone
problem.
But Sean.
And that's
everyone
why,
but Sean.
That's why that season finale, in my opinion, failed, because it chose a specific demographic. And guess what? That specific demographic wouldn't shut the hell up about how the verdict was either right or wrong, and they were making debunk videos saying they were done with Death Battle. They were basically just creating a giant realm of toxicity that it just made the overall season finale feel genuinely underwhelming to me. So that's why I think you shouldn't do just one specific theme like Dragon Ball. Get rid of Dragon Ball. Don't do Marvel vs. DC. Don't do live action fights. Challenge yourself. Yeah. Video games and anime and cartoons, they have more variety, and they can be done much better than any of those previous ones. And in my opinion, and to wrap it all up on my end, a theme season would be a good idea, because it's the only thing they haven't done, because they've pretty much done it all at this point. They've done a regular season, they've done a highly requested season, they've done an impactful season, they've mixed both, they've done original ideas.
So what you're saying is they have done
really
the season.
What I mean is,
you kind of contradicted yourself.
Yes, I did. What I mean is, do a themed season that doesn't just do the best of both worlds. Experiment with the theme season is what I'm saying.
Yeah, don't do a Gorg Hovenstein, or whatever name I gave him.
Yeah, honestly, as long as it's not like restrictive, I think it may work.
It can work.
Uh,
It's just, yeah, if it's something like Dragon
Mate was
Ball,
gonna say something.
then yes. Sorry, go ahead.
Mate, say your thing.
Oh, you meant me.
Oh
I was
yeah,
gonna say
I guess
don't
why I
stick
use
to a
mate
certain
thing.
franchise. Yeah, you cut out, so I didn't hear you.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just because I just say mate for everything.
Oh, that's it. But yeah, just don't
Sorry,
stick to a
mate.
certain franchise because it gets old so fast.
Yeah,
Mhm.
basically.
Yeah, like we're not saying a theme season can't work. Just what is the theme going to be? And yeah, we just don't.
Yeah, just have to choose your theme very carefully.
Yeah, no, because, but again,
Like, if
mix
the
and
theme
match it.
is highly requested fights, okay. Long overdue fights. Yeah, I can get behind that. Out of the box ideas. Okay, sweet. Every episode has a Batman character. Fuck off.
Yeah, like, I love Batman, but you know what?
So do I.
I want to feel that Batman hype. If I just see the 9th member of the Bat family in there, where's the excitement seeing another member?
Yeah,
And, you know, hey, go ahead.
it just sounds like, if they did an entire season of Batman, like there's no variety to it.
No. I mean, hell, I personally, the child inside of me would love for them to do a Power Rangers themed season, but there is no way in hell that can be enjoyable for everybody, because guess what? Not everybody watches Power Rangers. Not that many people grew up with Power Rangers. Would it be
Sad,
nice?
but true.
Absolutely. But it's not feasible. And, hey, maybe I'm just looking for an excuse to, hey, for my man, late Jason David Frank, bring Tommy back one more time.
No.
Just give my Tommy a goddamn
I do
win,
wanna-
please.
We both lost
I
a
do wanna
legend
see,
last year, Richard. We both lost a legend last year.
I know.
I do want to see a Tommy Oliver episode, just so we can get use of the Master Morpher. That'd be freaking sick.
Or
yes.
even better, what if we got a Tommy Oliver battle royale?
No.
All of his past Rangers.
I'm not. Maybe
Hey,
not.
he did it
maybe
in a
not
Dream
now. Maybe not now.
Well, not now, but in the future.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say, hey, Bill, it can work. They did it in Dino Thunder
Oh, yeah, I wasn't
when
gonna
he was in a coma.
Yeah, I know. Dino Thunder was my favorite. That was my Power Rangers. That was your Mighty Morphin. I'm just easy to please. You put a dinosaur in there, and I'm like, take my money.
Yeah, no. Okay, so I understand. You weren't
Actually,
gonna
I take it
discredit
back.
that it couldn't
There's
work.
another. There's another theme season I can get behind. Dinosaur themed. Bring all the dinosaurs.
Oh,
Yeah, let's do Yoshi versus Ripcord rematch. Let's go.
Let's go.
only if one of those dinosaurs says, "I'm a motherfucking T-Rex."
Yes.
God.
Richard was so old.
Actually,
Yeah.
Actually, there is one theme season that I do actually really want to see. That I don't know if it's that popular, but I think it would definitely be the best choice if they were to do one. That being a returning character season, like where every character is a ringer.
Within
Like,
reason. Because,
You know what? I was
But
obviously don't like.
I think the biggest
well,
example
sorry.
is ZDogg, or that season. We've all said it. Definitely, you gotta have Captain America in that season.
Justice for Captain. Justice for Cap.
but let's just let's lay the gauntlet down right now. Let's
Oh, and
lay
I
down the rules.
actually kind of want to
If
hear
we
more
were-
about ZDogg's idea. Because at first I was going to be like, no.
No,
but-
yeah, that's what I was gonna just say.
Yeah.
Let's please not bring back characters like Batman.
Nah,
Please.
Batman's had his time to shine.
It's like every character that's
He's had
appeared
it
over 3
multiple times.
Fuck
Yeah,
I think every character that has appeared over 3 times is out. So no Deadpool, no Batman, no Wonder Woman, and like preferably characters that like from like the first, like characters from like the first like 2 seasons. Like
Maybe
that
I'll be
haven't-
okay with seeing Wonder Woman again.
I mean,
I mean,
I
okay, to be fair, Wonder Woman's episodes aren't like Wonder Woman does need
They're not
at least
good.
something.
That's
Like,
not
I
why I
think
was.
Wonder
That's not
Woman's
why I
good.
was saying that. That's not why I was saying that.
You just want to see Wonder Woman fight Kratos, don't you?
Now let's just move along before this podcast gets a bit thirsty. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I could definitely see
There you go.
someone like Strider coming back.
Absolutely.
Like who?
Strider. Oh my God, Strider.
Oh, Strider, yeah, that Strider would
oh, I
be cool
love
to see come back.
Strider. Oh, underrated character.
Strider
Very
versus
underrated
Raiden. Let's do it.
That'd be a perfect one.
That'd be
down.
sick as hell.
I would love to see how would Raiden counter.
That commission track that came out is so good.
How would Raiden counter a karate chop with Strider's bare hands?
Well, I think Raiden
Frequency
fast
blade go
Strider-
burr.
But is Strider strong enough to break the sword? Or-
Raiden's faster, so there you
Lads
go.
debate idea?
Fair
Question
enough.
mark?
Maybe.
I don't know if I ever run into Liam or any of the researchers at RTX, I'll ask them.
Oh, you're going to
There you go.
RTX?
No,
Oh.
I'm not.
Oh.
I wish I was. I can't. I've got another celebrity Comic Con to go to.
You got my hope.
All right, so
Second
it looks
there,
like
pal.
just me and Brobuscus are meeting up.
Yeah.
I'll be there in spirit.
I'm working on the funds. I'm working on the funds for that.
No, ZDogg, I like that idea a lot.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
So that type of theme season, I can't like. I
Yeah,
guess we'll wrap up this up because it's been 2 hours for our end.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I think that is if you are going to do one theme season, if Death Battle is going to do one theme season, I think that one should be
Yeah.
the one, or either that or franchise that English, either that or franchises that have only appeared one time, so that they get
Yeah.
another chance to shine. Like,
Absolutely.
like you know,
I can get behind that one too.
like Crash, like Soul, like Guilty Gear, like Bomberman, like
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob,
Persona.
yeah, Persona, yeah. There's a lot you could do with that. So those two are definitely my
that-
picks. If they,
I know they've been in twice, but not once, but just for Darkstalkers.
Darkstalkers, yeah.
So
I agree.
We did get John. That was good, but we could do more.
I
Darkstalkers
want
is
another
wild.
Steven Universe fight. Come on, give me it. Give me
I
it.
think
Give it.
with the returning characters as well, there's a lot you can do there. Because if it's someone who's lost or won, it'll keep you guessing like, oh, who are Death Battle going to bring back? Ooh, so it'll be exciting when you see them.
Yeah.
Oh, there is an idea that the Death Battle crew themselves have talked about, but I just want to say no to it, and that being a rematch season.
Actually,
Well, there goes
I don't
that.
know. I think that will be okay as long as the outcomes can be mixed.
honestly-
Some will be different, some will stay the same. Because if they all just end differently, then yeah, it's pointless. But I would like to see one where they go further with some explanations, because there are some episodes in season 1 that I still think would end the same way they do. But obviously,
let's be honest here. I think it would just be a matter of we would have to bring. They would have to touch season 1, and
know
they
what?
generally don't like season 1. They
I know.
themselves have admitted that was not their
I
best
wonder
work.
why.
yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it serves as a good where we were, where we are now. It's kind of like it's like with our videos. We can go back to our very first video and be like, "Oh, that was cringe." Then look at how we did years later. Do you know what? I might be if I was the head of Death Battle matches, and I was saying let's do a rematch season. I would be such a dick. The finale would be Bomberman versus ZDogg. I would hype it up so much, and it's just the most obscure matchup.
Justice for Bomberman!
Justice for Bomberman.
Alright,
How underwhelmed do you think
Yeah, but-
people would be? They're like, oh, what's Bill been building up? Fuck you, Bill.
I would just want to see. I would want to see Mewtwo versus Shadow again, but this time I would want to see it with effort.
Yes,
I'm not-
please.
I'm not-
YouTuber Shadow got shafted so hard.
I'm not saying the result wasn't inaccurate. It was just a shitty animation.
I do think it depends.
I think it's
on
underrated.
what episodes.
I'll say
I
it.
think it depends on A, what episodes they pick, and B, do you think enough time has passed where they've gotten significant more material to effectively affect this debate?
I just realized something. Guys.
What'd you
There's a
realize?
problem with there's a problem with this.
What?
We would have to get Goku versus Superman 3.
I mean,
Oh, you're right.
I'm gonna
Oh,
say
you're right.
this.
Okay, never mind. I don't want this anymore.
I may be cruel about this.
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
do think at some point we are gonna have a Superman 3, Goku versus Superman 3. And
Thank you.
I will
I'm
say
not
this:
alone.
I'm not against the idea. Maybe this could be a topic for another time, but I'm not against the
'cause
idea.
we still got the bros side of things.
Yeah. So,
Goku loses again, ladies and gentlemen.
regardless if he
GG.
loses again, I will still be hyped for it.
No,
That's all I'm
GG.
saying. But
That's fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
okay, so we've all said our piece about.
Honestly, wait.
Oh, never mind.
Well, I will say just real quick on that, if they are gonna, I feel like that like a rematch season like would only like I feel like that's more DBX themed season material because like
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on the matchup, but like I don't know. I feel like because like especially if like they just want to see the opposite character when and like just want to update the animation. Like if the results didn't change, but they just want to do an updated animation, I think DBX is the way to go for that, honestly.
Do you know,
But
I
guess I wouldn't be totally against it.
I would just love it in that DBX. They do
totally
Omni-Man
amazing.
versus Homelander as a rematch episode, just to see who people vote for. Just to see Homelander get the shit beaten out of him again.
Homelander sweep. Anyway.
I guarantee you, actually, the community would actually do that just for...
sweep.
They would actually do that just for the meme. Like, they would just say, hey, people, just for shits and giggles, let's all vote for Homeland. It would be like that classic high school joke of voting for the loser kid to be prom king.
It'd be like what people tried to do with Link versus Trunks.
Whoopsie.
Wait,
They
really?
almost succeeded with that, funny enough.
Yeah. People were mass voting for Link for the lulz.
Wow, I didn't actually know that. Oh, poor
Whoops.
Link, man. You got
I think
pity
The
votes.
result
He
was
said he still lost.
the
Oh,
result was 52-48, I believe.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Man.
something like that.
That is
At least it didn't get curved. We'll check those.
true.
All right, so we
but-
should wrap up.
Yeah, so I guess
Alright.
we've all said our piece about themed season, so I guess we'll do the outro for the lads, then we'll do the outro for the bros, or we're just going to swing right on to bros.
I think we wrap this one up. I haven't recorded yet, so
Alright then. Plus, I want to get my big old first speech made for the Brobuscus, my first line ever said.
yeah.
Okay.
Alright then,
So outros.
Yeah, I guess we're all going to do outros. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh god, can we just do one giant outro?
Yeah, I agree. If we go by
Bye.
person to person, that's going to take a while.
Alright then, I guess we'll just say...
How about this? Just say, we're the lads, we're the bros. There we go.
Okay then,
There you go.
we're the bros, they're the lads. Wait, fuck!
Da-da-da-da.